Hi, my name is Kylie Blacksell and I'm from Human Happiness, and welcome to your video tutorial on divorce, settlement and custody, how to make this process streamlined, smooth, cooperative and mutually satisfying. You might be thinking, is this a comedy skit? Because you don't have to look very far to find people that are really struggling with this kind of thing. When marriages break down or even partnerships break down and there are children involved or there's property involved, it can be pretty ugly, okay? And most of us have a pretty ugly story that we can relate when we're thinking about this sort of stuff. A lot of people are separating, are divorced. There's a lot of blended families, etc. And it can be a really, really long and painful process. And of course, the courts get involved often, lawyers get involved, and the only winners that we see coming out of this are the lawyers and the judges, who walk away with a lot of money, and we walk away with a lot of sense of feeling out of control, like we were stooped, like we didn't get what we needed or what was fair to us, that we weren't heard, and that we felt pushed into a corner type of thing. Okay, so it is a really big thing. It's a very common thing, and it's a really big issue. And a lot of people right now are waiting for their court sessions, for their hearings, have paid lots and lots and lots and lots of money to their lawyers and to the courts to actually come up with some kind of a settlement. They've had to walk into these awful places, these family law courts and these other courts, to settle things and to come out of these conflict. Essentially, it's a conflict resolution to settle the things that these two people had in common. So these two people were involved in when they actually had some kind of a relationship. So how do we actually make this streamlined? It's actually a really simple process, and you might be thinking, Kylie, you're crazy, but I've actually helped people through this process. I've helped people with marriage counselling, with relationship counselling, and I've helped people work their way through settlements, okay, and custody battles and things like that. And there is programming behind it, and once you've deciphered, if you're really willing and open to the idea that this could actually heal, this could actually move through, and you could actually have a streamlined and cooperative and mutually satisfying relationship with this person that actually allows the both of you to feel heard and acknowledged and respected, and given a fair go. Okay, if you're actually willing to actually go down that path, and you might be sitting there going, no, I really don't like this person, I can't stand them, how dare they, it's not fair, I'm the one who's being cheated here, I'm the one who deserves XYZ. That's okay, you can be in that place, but if you're able to just believe that there is a way forward, there is a way through this that can actually be almost magical, okay, that actually gets both of you to the place where you can have a conversation, where you can negotiate, and you can actually come out the other end with what you're after, okay? And it's a process of finding out why you two came together in the first place. The person that you were involved with in whatever way it was, even if it was a business partnership, whether it was a partnership where you didn't actually have children or get married, or maybe you did have children, maybe you did get married, whatever it is, you will have very similar fears, anxieties and ego programming as that person, okay? And they're grating against you so strongly because those programs are so similar, okay? They may not look like that. It may not look like they have the same fears as you. They may look like they don't care about anything, and they're just completely insensitive, and they seem to be going along just fine, and you're the one suffering. But I guarantee you that under the surface they have very, very, very similar fears and anxieties and programming, ego-based programming as you do, which is why you're grating up against each other and why this is such a difficult process, okay? And why there's so much anger and seeming hatredness, hatred and frustration between the two of you when you're trying to settle after you have actually split up from whatever it is that you had in the first place. Okay, so the first step is actually acknowledging that both of you have the same stuff, okay, and you're reflecting that stuff backwards and forwards to each other. And your buttons are being pressed because they have the same buttons. So they know how to press your button and you know how to press their button. So you have the same angers, you have similar childhood issues, okay? You have similar past life issues. Possibly you've come together in previous past lives in other ways, okay? Maybe you were their father or their sister or their brother or their best friend or something like that in a past life. And it's coming up again, and it's really strong and it's really bothering you, which is why the settlement is taking so long and it's being so difficult and it's costing you so much. So the first step is acknowledging that you both have the same programs, okay? You're both just as scared as each other. You're both just as filled with self-hatred and self-anger and self-loathing as each other. Okay, and the second step is to actually decipher exactly what those programs are. And the third step is to actually remove those programs from yourself and simultaneously through that other person, okay? You can either do this through the healing therapy that I do, so you can come and see me, have appointments, and we can do it in that process. Or if you're actually interested, you can actually learn how to do this yourself through the Ho'oponopono course. It's a very, very simple process. You learn how to decipher the programs for whatever it is, whether it's a settlement issue or whether it's an illness, an ailment, a relationship issue, anything, accidents. You can actually decipher the program and then remove the program by the process of Ho'oponopono, which is a very, very simple process, and then also sever all the vows and all of the soul contracts, and remove any limiting beliefs, pain and memories associated with death or trauma caused by these exact same programs, which is also a very, very simple process. And then what will happen is it's almost magical. You walk away from this, even just a few weeks later, with resolution, okay, with negotiation, with this person actually willing to talk to you, and actually willing to come to the table and negotiate and come up with some kind of a reasonable settlement around the issue that you're having outside of court, okay? It is possible, you just need to believe it. Okay, so check out the website. You're quite welcome to set yourself up for a healing therapy session if you would like to go down that path. It definitely costs a lot more money. It's a lot more time to go down that path because I'm the one who's actually doing the healing for you or on your behalf or enabling that healing. Or you can come to the course, which is a 2-day course. It's a lot cheaper. And you can learn this tool and you'll be able to use it for the rest of your life for any situation that comes up to you, up for you. But it's totally up to you which way you'd like to go. You may even like to do both, so that you can experience it from one side and then from the other side. So check out the website, humanhappiness.com.au, and give me a call if you would like to join the course or if you'd like to get some healing. Thank you for listening. I hope you found that useful and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.